Alright, this is going to be the third video of our weekly updates. I honestly just recorded the video and it didn't record fully, so I'm going to go ahead and re-record it. There's not really that much to say to you guys this week, I'm being honest with you. You may have seen my short I posted the other day where I replaced this sensor. It's called the ICP sensor, the injection control pressure sensor for a 7.3 Power Stroke. And what this does is it sits on the engine after the high pressure oil pump. Excuse me guys, I don't feel good this week. My throat, I don't feel too great. But it sits behind the high pressure oil pump. Its job is to report the high pressure oil to the computer so that it can make adjustments with injection timing, that type of deal. Because this is a diesel engine, it doesn't have a throttle body. The injection is what really makes the engine run. A diesel engine, you could pump tons of air in it. If it had no fuel, it ain't gonna run. So really, how these Power Strokes are controlled a lot of the way is just by firing off the injectors, the HEUI injectors. And the RPM is controlled by the pressure of the injector, because these are direct injectors. It's controlled by exactly like how much pressure. So at full tilt, the injector can shoot out 21,000 psi of fuel. And that allows you to be wide open throttle, but you wouldn't want that type of pressure at idle. So what this sensor does is it tells you what pressure the high pressure oil is, so that it knows how much high pressure oil to send to the injector, because these are HEUI injectors. They're actuated by the high pressure oil, and then that gets multiplied on the inside of the injector. And there will be videos in the future of me rebuilding these injectors. I actually have a set of these injectors over here. Let me go ahead and grab one for you. Cobwebs. The cover they're in are covered in cobwebs because I haven't touched them in a while, but this is what a 7.3 Power Stroke HEUI injector looks like. And for comparison, I'll go ahead and grab you a regular fuel injector so you can see. Here's a size comparison of the fuel injectors. This is what a regular car fuel injector is. And this is what's inside one of these 7.3 Power Stroke diesels. So they're a lot different, and these are actually the injectors we are going to be using in our 5.3 LS build. These are 36-pound injectors that I got out of a... these come in a V6 made by GM. So I had to get 2 sets of them, so I actually ended up getting 12 of them. But these come out of, I believe it is a 4.3 liter V6 turbo. Don't worry about me dropping that. This is actually one of the bad ones. But just want to show you that injector so you have a size comparison. So if you've ever wondered exactly how these HEUI injectors work, I'll give you a brief understanding, what I understand. So the top part is your oil part. So everything up here has to do with the oil. And the way the oil comes in is through these O-rings. So in between these O-rings are these little holes for pressure. So when this injector is sitting in the engine, it gets pressurized oil right here into the top of this top of this little piston. And it's fired by a solenoid. The solenoid fires, it shoots this little piston down, which it's got mechanical stuff going on, but it's got a nozzle on the end. When I actually end up pulling these injectors apart, I'll show you exactly how they work. But then there's diesel fuel down here that gets pressurized by all this stuff going on and shot out at 21,000 psi at the highest. A normal fuel injector shoots fuel into the cylinder at about 58 psi. So it's a huge difference on a direct injection diesel than a regular car. which is why it needed this high pressure oil sensor to tell it what pressure the high pressure oil is. And without the sensor, what happens is you can unplug it actually, and the car will still run. It'll still run just fine. It's programmed to do so. You'll have no problem doing it that way. But it's not gonna be the most efficient. It's gonna have no way of controlling its injection time besides the base file that was written by an engineer. And that file will get you home. It's a good file, it'll get you home, but it's not dynamic. It's static. The sensor allows for dynamic tuning while the engine's running by the PCM. So if this sensor is being lazy, it's going to throw a check engine light. And that's exactly what happened on my truck. So that's about the only problem we've actually solved this week. I was working on the BMW. I fixed a coolant leak. I did not record that for you guys. Coolant's usually one of those things where it goes everywhere. But one of the things we are going to have coming up here soon is I'm going to be tearing apart the 4L60 for this engine build and just checking it out, seeing if do I got a good unit. I got that thing laying on the ground, just like I got this one laying on the ground. So we're gambling. I think it can hold up to the power that we're going to create, so I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of rebuilding on that that transmission. But I'm looking forward to getting the engine transmission put in this Camaro pretty soon. I'll bring you guys along for that. Other than that, man, I got parts ordered for this engine. They're going to be here soon. I will record more videos when I have those parts. But I really don't have much else for you guys. I just want to go ahead and thank you guys, the 52 of you that are subscribed. Yes, I am paying attention. But I want to also point out there are 100 of you that routinely return to my videos and watch them, but you're not subscribed. And I just want to go ahead and give you guys a chance to subscribe. I can wait. Can wait a moment. But yeah, at any rate, if you can go ahead and subscribe, and that would be great. That would really be great. We're just trying to grow our channel. So if you subscribe, go ahead and let me know in the comments. You know, I'm subscribed. You know, that'd be kind of cool. See how I can interact with my viewers and move on from there. You guys may have noticed that I created a TikTok. There's not a whole lot of videos on there. I'm gonna go ahead and change that pretty soon. I'm just trying to reach more bigger audience. So the more of you guys that subscribe, you know, the more YouTube will promote my videos and try to get me out there. And I thank you all for all the help you've already given me. And I'm looking forward to the future videos. So that's about all I have this week. Look forward to talking to you guys next week. And I'll see you in the next video.